So I saw the movie Moonfall, and it was a disaster. Film. I fortunately got to see the movie Moonfall early. Thanks, AMC. And if you don't know, the movie Moonfall is basically about the moon going out of orbit, and it starts to create all this chaos on Earth, like the moon crashing into Earth, and waves and tides rising and crashing into stuff, and earthquakes happening and rumbling and making stuff crashing, and just a lot of crashing into stuff, if you couldn't already tell. But basically the plot follows three people. There is the disgraced astronaut, who is played by the same guy who is in the Conjuring movies. There is a conspiracy theorist who believes that the moon is hollow and is actually a spaceship built by aliens, who is played by the guy from Game of Thrones. And finally, there is one of the chief people at NASA, played by Halle Berry. Now, they're all trying to figure out a way to get up to the moon and put it back into orbit. What they discover, spoilers if you don't want to know, is that there's a sentient alien tech wave of nano things that has basically created a hole into the moon and is causing it to steer off course. Another spoiler, the moon is a spaceship made by not aliens but our ancestors, and the alien nanobite tech cloud thing is basically clinging to the power source of the moon, which is a captured star. So all this is crazy, but really, if you just want a good disaster film, you don't really have to worry about the craziness. I mean, it'll get even crazier, and for that reason, I think sort of that's where the writing goes off the rails. But if you just want a good old-fashioned disaster film, this is probably the movie for you. I mean, it's directed by the same guy who directed 2012. He also directed Independence Day. And he also co-wrote this movie. Anyway, so probably the best part of this movie is the special effects. I mean, this guy's known for this sort of disaster movie style with his other movies, and really, I think he pulls it off quite nicely again. I really liked all the effects of the giant waves from the craters of the moon falling onto Earth and causing these explosions. It was all really neat and the best part of this film. But where the film really lacked a lot of, substance was the writing. I mean, the writing was just off the walls crazy. It got so bad at times. The dialogue was just horrible. And by the end, it was so bad that I literally laughed out loud when I don't think I was supposed to laugh out loud. But I got to give it to them. They kind of, even though it's all crazy, they take themselves seriously and they almost double down, which makes this movie so bad that it's enjoyable, like a Sharknado. There was the part that I talked about where I laughed at it was at the end. The conspiracy theorist sacrifices his life, and then his brain gets scanned and his consciousness gets uploaded to the moon spaceship. And he goes, "I've been uploaded to the moon." And I was like, I had it by then. I was laughing out loud. And I was the only person in the theater laughing too. So that was interesting. Other than the writing, another thing that kind of suffered was the acting. I feel like they told the actors on purpose to act poorly, because these three actors have all been in other stuff, and they've all been great in other stuff. The conspiracy theorist guy was great in Game of Thrones. The Conjuring guy was great in The Conjuring. And Halle Berry is a very talented actress. So I don't know why their acting was so bad, other than maybe the direction they were giving was poor, or they were told to act bad on purpose to make this film more cheesy, I guess, is what they were going for. Other than that, I really just enjoyed myself. I didn't take it too seriously. I think some people will complain a lot because there's a lot to complain about this movie, so fair point to them. But I really enjoy myself. Just something you got to sit back and not worry about too much and just go along for the ride. It's really an escapist film. So let's get to the rating. Of course, I'm going to rate this on a scale of 1 to 5 toilet paper rolls, and I give this film a 3 out of 5 toilet paper rolls. So about middle of the road. And I'll see you guys for the next movie review. Peace.